Scrapbooking with Brittany Nicole. Here's the sketch that I'm using to dive into my stash. Unfortunately, with this layout, I already had the base for the papers already adhered and put down, and then I realized that my camera was not recording. So what I had done at this point had already gone through my papers. Most of this, I believe, is a mix of maybe Simple Stories and Echo Park. It was a while ago, so I'm forgetting. But it's all things that I had in my stash. Most of the ephemera is from different Hip Kit Club exclusives that I hadn't used up yet. And what I liked about this particular sketch is it allowed me to use a lot of papers and like a lot of larger papers. So I felt like this was a good sketch to use both for kind of full-size sheets of paper as well as scraps, because the banners lend themselves really nicely to scraps or smaller bits and pieces, where the 12 by 12 and then all the framing and matting obviously would require larger papers for my stash. So I liked that. It was fun. It was different. I am scrapbooking a photo just of Gareth and Rhiannon during fall in Canada. In the background, you can see some pumpkins. One of the projects I did with Rhiannon and two of her cousins was getting tons of different size fake pumpkins and painting them the color of the rainbow and then using them as a display on the kind of like media console we have under our TV. So what was interesting was that a lot of these pieces of ephemera were vellum, and so you could still see their color, which I really liked, and then I layered them up, and I feel like that kind of gave them some more depth or made them pop a bit more, in my opinion. What you're also noticing is one of the things kind of that I do to help force myself to use pieces that I have in my stash. Often I find if I take stickers or I take ephemera out of my sort of storage organization solutions and put them on my sort of mat, this glass mat where I scrapbook, I force myself to use it all up. I really try to make what I have pulled to use on the layout, I really try to make sure it gets on the layout. Sometimes it's easier than other times. For the most part, I'm pretty good at once it's out and I've decided I want to use it on a layout, I'm pretty good at getting it on that layout. There's been a couple times where I haven't been able to make it work, and I try to leave those pieces, it's usually only one or two things, kind of out on my desk and try to just add it on to the next layout I make. But it's something that I have found has really helped me, stash bust, because as I shared, I think I shared this in my crafty goals, but I haven't purchased a lot of new product. I did get a couple album kits from Paige Taylor Evans and one album kit / class from Vicki Booten. And then I still am subscribing to the story kit from Allie Edwards. But pretty much besides that, I haven't placed an order. I have one scrapbook.com haul that I'll be sharing shortly with you guys, and that's kind of the extent of sort of new stuff that I've added. I keep my ephemera and stickers in 4x6 containers, and a lot of those have gone empty or almost completely empty. And so I'm finding this to be really successful, using a sketch to go into my stash to find papers to use up, and then using the papers I select to help me use up ephemera, chipboard stickers, sticker sheets that I have. So this whole process has really helped me stash bust, and so hopefully it gives you guys some ideas and it helps you too. I find that I like having options when I scrapbook, but too many options I can find a smidge overwhelming and kind of makes me freeze. And also if I have too much stuff and I can't kind of maintain it in like an orderly, organized way, I don't really enjoy creating. It's just too much for my brain to process. So that's just for me personally. I have a little spot there for journaling. I made sure to include my title, which is the chipboard that says fall, and then there's that banner that says give thanks. So those are what I'm using as my title. I have my photos and I have a spot to journal. I put the tag upside down, and that's where I'm going to plan on doing my journaling, which I have not done yet. Here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!